Okay, so we're going to welcome today's final guest, Daniel Ponizil, ITSM consultant and representative from ALVAO. And Daniel will be demonstrating how to manage IT service and assets in one place, get more value from Microsoft tools. We just talked about Microsoft, didn't we? And save time with automation in one click. So welcome, Daniel. Thank you for joining us today. It's good to have you with us.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Daniel, and I will show you how ALVAO can help you deliver better service, track all your assets, and how to do all of that with a tool that's designed specifically for the Microsoft ecosystem. So a little bit about us. We've got over 25 experience on the ITSM ITAM space with a focus on Central Europe, but for over, let's say, past 5 years, we've been focusing on the global market as well. Now, we have two main products, Service Desk and Asset Management. They can work independently, but they were specifically created to be fully integrated with each other. Actually, a lot of our clients use ALVAO as an enterprise service management solution, so you can get other departments in ALVAO, HR, facility, what have you. Now, I mentioned we are Microsoft oriented, and I have a screen to support that. We have been highlighted by Satya Nadella himself as a Copilot ready solution. So it's a proud moment for our team, and we like to share it. With the Microsoft orientation, of course, there goes a lot of Microsoft integrations. We don't really duplicate what Microsoft does well. And to name the most popular ones, definitely Power BI for reporting, Intune when we talk about asset management, and for the Service Desk part, Teams, Outlook add-in, and Power Automate is popular one if you want to create some automations to your other tools. Now, ALVAO, of course, integrates beyond just the Microsoft ecosystem as well. If I should name some, monitoring tools, discovery tools, CRMs, new integrations are added to ALVAO on a regular basis, and our customers can always use the REST API to integrate any additional applications. Also, it's possible to connect ALVAO to other Service Desk tools, and for example, to use our ITAM tool. We have actually clients, that use ALVAO for asset management and, for example, Fresh Service for Service Desk. Now, how your organization can grow the ITSM maturity. It's kind of a journey, think of it as that way, where you start with the basics. They focus on setting up the correct ITIL-aligned processes and get ITAM under control. Now, then you build on top of that with some automations, integrations, get the other departments in, optimize, the joiners leavers process, and you will finish up with adopting all the AI features ALVAO can offer you. Now, it's before we dive to the demo itself, it's poll time, and the question is, if you could improve one part of your Service Desk today, what would it be?
Well, let's have a little look at what we've got there. We've got the biggest one there is joint, is smarter automation and better service, self-service. Those are the two highest, and then faster response time is lower. So out of the 50% who voted, we're looking at 45% smarter automation and self-service. So yeah,
that supports also the information that we learned before. So it's really nice to hear that everyone is kind of in the same spectrum. Let's continue with the demo, and I will jump to the Service Desk part. Now, there are different ways how users and agents, IT technicians, can communicate with ALVAO Service Desk. Of course, the most common one, self-service portal that I will show you a bit later, but then we have emails, Teams add-in, chatbot, mobile application. We offer REST API, so you can connect third-party application to ALVAO, Power Automate, and we have ready-to-use integration on some monitoring tools. Now, I will start with the Teams integration because employees, they use Teams in Microsoft-oriented company. They use Teams on a regular basis. So let me show that. I'm gonna show that on video. Right. So in Teams, you have the general chatbot. You don't need to visit any other application, go to web portal. You can do it straight from Teams with the ALVAO chatbot. Now, you can communicate with it, use some, predefined prompts, and the AI actually knows what devices you have been given to use from your IT. So you can open up the device, you can see the details, raise a specific ticket if you have some kind of issue, and just work with the information without leaving the Teams environment. Now, you can, of course, chat with it on a regular basis, where the bot takes informations from the web, from your knowledge articles. With the knowledge articles, we can actually rank them, so you then have the overview how they are doing, and you have the escalation technique. So if that doesn't help, you can then raise the ticket. Now, once the ticket is submitted, you get the notification. Same goes for the agents. As we can see from here, you can, as an agent, open the detail of the ticket. And then, for example, if you need some additional information, you can chat to the user in Teams with keeping the nice style, with the information about what's going on. Again, it's not like a link to any different application. It's still, you are still doing everything in Teams. Now, when they provide the necessary information, you can just save the message to the ticket in ALVAO. Now, there is always the by the way, right, where there's some additional problem. So straight from the message, you can easily create a new ticket. And if that was some, for example, minor issue, you can immediately resolve it. Now, also for the agents, it's not only about that. You can also partially work within the Teams. For example, you can access the ticket queues and see the detail of those tickets, what's going on, and you can even work on those tickets. So that was Teams integration. And now I'm gonna jump to the self-service portal. I guess that's the place you still wanna see the most. So let's pop that up. Perfect. So right now, what you can see is the self-service portal. Because we are a Microsoft-oriented company, you use your Entra ID accounts to access the application. It's a single sign-on, two-factor authentication, whatever the policies you've set up for your employees. Now, on the left side, you have the self-service catalog, and you can see, we've got other departments in. For example, if you want to use it only for IT, you would have only IT with the relevant services. But if you use it as an enterprise service management tool, you've got more options. The user can see the tickets that they've already raised, and especially the part that I like the most is the assets that have been given them to use. So you have the transparency with the end users. Now, I, as an end user, can click on the device and see the details, the properties that I'm permitted to see. And if I have some problem with it, in the same way as in Teams, I can raise a ticket straight from the device without, actually going somewhere else, searching for the right service in the service catalog. This service is specifically tailored for that device. Now let's say I lost the phone, the laptop. We can see it's automatically linked to the ticket. Maybe I can paste an image and submit the ticket. Now we've got a confirmation message. I can also showcase the ticket detail and see what's going on. Now that was from the end user perspective, and let me switch to the agent's view. Now we can see a new ticket appeared right here. I'm gonna select it. And I said Microsoft orientation. It's not only about the integrations, it's also about the design. And I believe you can see it right here. It simulates the Outlook for you. So you have the folders that simulates specific ticket queues. Then you have the tickets as kind of the messages, and then the detail on the right side. So it's really easy to get used to the application for all the users. Now, you can see what's going on, right? The user lost their laptop, and the system automatically triggered wipe of the device in Intune, and then it automatically transitioned to a next stage where it's on, actually right now it's on the security incident response team, where they need to do the post analysis of that incident. What happened, you can also see it on the workflow tab right here. So we've got the automatic remote wipe, and now we are at the next stage. Now, in terms of the ticket itself, you can do some general you have general options what to do with the ticket. I can send a message to the requester, maybe to someone in my team, add private notes, resolve the issue. When I'm resolving the issue, I can also pass the knowledges, right? It's really easy. We also rank the knowledges, so you can take a look if they are good or bad. Now, in terms of ITIL and ITIL processes, we are certified by Ping Verified. And so we've got, the incidents, the problems, the changes, requests, what have you. It's supported within ALVAO. And we've also kind of prepared some specific use for that. For example, let me show you an incident from Zabbix. On the ticket, I'm going to actually show you our AI assistant. So our AI assistant can help agents, learn for what's going on inside of the ticket. It can help you categorize the ticket correctly, and also detect major incident score, right? So if it's a serious issue, the AI can help you detect that. Then there is also the linked configuration item, and in the end, it can help you suggest possible solutions with similar tickets. Maybe you've already dealt with the issue. Now, the workflow of the ticket, it's a specific incident, workflow, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna show you, we have the happy path, we have the exceptional status. I'm gonna show you that here on the workflow diagram right here. It's pretty straightforward, no complicated steps. So let's just move on. Now, in terms of the incident, you can easily create problems, right? So by best practices, you don't recategorize the incidents to problems, you create a linked problem to it. I have the option right here for that, but I'm gonna show that on a specific ticket. Again, the workflow for the problem that we have right here, it's a little bit different. We have known error, fix in progress. Let me show that right here in the administration. And, again, we have the happy path, but it's not always the case for the ticket. Now, in terms of the ticket itself, for example, if I want to transition to a known error, we can set up some mandatory fields to be filled in before I'm even permitted to transition to the problem. So if I go to known error, and I need to fill all these fields in before the tool would even let me to do it. Now, really nice stuff is links. So we have links to different tickets. We can actually see that this problem follows after 3 similar incidents. We have the change. We have change right here. It precedes the incident. Sorry, the problem precedes before the change. And I'm just gonna click on it and show you again the unique workflow that you have for the change. We can see right now it's also in the authorization state, so it needs to be approved. And I can really easily do that straight from here. So if it would be approved, it would transition automatically to a next status. So this was just a general information about the tickets in ALVAO tickets, specific ticket queues. It's really easy to work with it. And I'm gonna show you more complicated example on the joiners leavers process. So let me pop that up. So I said, that you can use ALVAO not as only for IT, but for other departments. For example, HR, they can have their own specific form inside of ALVAO, but it doesn't need to be specifically in ALVAO. It can be connected to their HR, a specific tool, specific software, and then it will trigger the workflow inside of ALVAO. Now, of course, this form can be defined. You can define what you want to see here, maybe create some automations for, so for example, if it's IT guy, automatically they will receive, for example, laptop and mobile phone. Now, if we go to the links page right now, you can see all the tickets, all the subtasks that have been created, and each of them goes to the specific department, to a specific user, right? So we've got something for IT, for James, to prepare the laptop for the new employee. We've got some training for Veronica. She's now in the HR in this example. And we also got something for Power Automate. So we can automatically create the users in Entra ID for you via our Power Automate integration. Now, after a certain moment, right, certain time, you can check how everyone is doing with the tickets, see the overview, and maybe the employees, coming tomorrow, so you can call someone to speed up the process. So this was an example for the HR, the employee onboarding within ALVAO. And now let's talk about the asset management part. And we will start it actually with another poll, with another question. So the question is, how do you track your IT and non-IT assets?
And what have we got there? Well, again, it's quite spread. It's a relatively smaller sort of catchment, but and you'd expect it to be quite spread. But I think you can see there that spreadsheets Excel is the highest, which is interesting.
It's
we
interesting.
are 2025, you know what I mean, and we still use Excel for assets. But anyway, that's great. Thank you for that, guys. Over to you.
It would be interesting to see, the companies that use Excel, how actually they are big, and to have a discussion, how they manage to take care of, everything in terms of the asset management. Let's continue and let's take a look how we can do the asset management part within ALVAO. ALVAO supports you to manage the whole IT asset lifecycle from the procurement to retirement of that specific device. And even after the disposal of the specific device, you can still see them and report on them within ALVAO. Now, everything in asset management should be automated. We promote no-touch IT asset management. ALVAO serves as a single source of truth, and we pull data from different data sources. For example, users from Intune devices, users from Entra devices from Intune, and we integrate on many different data sources that you have. Now, let me jump to the application and show you the asset management part. I'm gonna show you that from the actually ticket that has been created, because we can see the device is linked straight to the ticket. So I, as an IT technician, can click on it and now see all the details. From the end user perspective, the user saw only like 5-6 properties, and you as an IT technician see, of course, everything. Now, we would pull this information from Intune, ALVAO agent. We can do hardware, software detection with software. We can run it also through our software library that we maintain on regular basis. And we can tell you if it's commercial, if it's a freeware. So then you can combine it with the licenses and see what is the software where you are actually missing the specific license. Now, we can also see the specific tickets that are linked. If it's like a server, IT technician can easily even raise a ticket from the device right here. Now, we also keep the whole audit trail history of that specific device. I can see the moves, how the device moved in the organization, what attributes changed, and who was actually the user who modified it. So everything that happened to the device, it's logged right here. Now, from here, I'm gonna jump to the asset tree structure, the uniqueness of ALVAO, and you can really easily see how everything is organized within your organization. For example, we can combine logical and physical structure. So we have the departments right here, but in the sales department, there is some room. In the room, we have some common equipment. There are some users sitting in, and the asset that have been given them to use. We saw it at the beginning, the transparency with the end users. They saw actually the assets that have been given them to use. Now, in terms of the properties, each object, of course, has its own unique set of properties. If I select the keys, there are only 3 unique properties, and rest of them are inherited. So we don't want you to actually, manually fill in or have properties that are useless on that specific object. Now, maybe, from your manager, you got a question. Hey, actually, how many laptops do we have in the organization? Well, the tree structure might not be great for it, but I can easily do that by using the child objects and using computers. Right now in the sales department, I have 2 computers. When I select the whole organization, the scope automatically changes, and I can even, analyze it in Excel spreadsheet. So it will download the Excel in exact view how you see it. We can play around with the filters. It really depends on the scenarios that you need. Really popular one in terms of also like asset life cycle, renewals and so on, is the expired warranty. So right now we can see the environment is pretty old. All of the devices are actually, or maybe we have one more, that the warranty is approaching. You can get automatic notifications. Hey, listen, these devices will reach the warranty next month. And you can also automatically from the system send notification to the users so they can reach out to you if there is any problem with it. Now, in terms of asset management, it's not only about IT assets or tangible assets, but it's also intangible assets. So, for example, you can track contracts in ALVAO. For example, in terms of the properties, contract number, validity too, and same way how you can get notified for warranty expiration, you can get notified for the validity. Now, we are reaching the end of time. It's already been some time. So I'm going to finish up with the asset management. There is a lot more to show you. We have configuration database. We can create diagrams and links between specific objects. But if you are interested in that, we are happy to connect with you for a much more deeper demo. Let me switch to the presentation and just quickly talk about the reporting. So as Microsoft oriented, it's not surprise we use Power BI, and we've published Power BI template on Microsoft App Store. So you can just get it, connect it to the instance and see everything that's relevant. Now, you can also create your own reports, but that's on the complicated scenario. We can start with like an overview of what's happening within the service desk that you have. What services are being used, number of tickets, compliance to SLAs, trends, and breakdown by, for example, specific solver team. Then we can take a look at the hard metrics and actually see the first response resolution time, and you can combine it with, on the other hand, the soft metrics, for example, satisfaction feedback. And on the bottom right corner, you can combine the SLAs and satisfaction, and you have the potential to even spot the kind of watermelon SLAs. So even though they were met, the SLAs, the satisfaction actually isn't that good. We have a bunch of reports for ITAM also, so hardware, software discovery reports, CMDB analysis, contract management, and much more. We can also detect whether, for example, BitLocker is disabled or not. Personas, that you can define personas. For example, they help you standardize in your organization. For example, one type of users by standard should have only one laptop, and the second type should have a laptop and mobile device. So in reality, one user have 2 laptops, so this will help you spot that. And my favorite is the M365 optimization dashboard that will show you potential savings within your organization, how you use your Microsoft products for the specific license that you have. For one customer, we've saved actually around £8,000 or £7,000 annually on Microsoft licenses. In dollars, it would be like $10,000, I believe. So really, we will pull the information in, we will combine it with also our agent, and then help you understand it. So we are almost at the end of the session. It was a little speed run, and thank you everyone for joining today. Hope you enjoy it. Feel free to scan the code, the barcode that you see, QR code, to start a trial, or even better, request a personalized demo, which is much more deeper demo of our product than we did today. And yeah, now it's time for questions, if you have any. So thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Daniel. It's really some really interesting stuff there. We've got a question from David, who talks about the user satisfaction part of that, some of the BI stuff. What does the user see to record the satisfaction?
Mm-hmm. So from the end user perspective, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how is it captured, recorded?
So we've got the ticket coming in. It was dealt with by the IT. It was resolved, and the users will receive automatic requests to fill in the satisfaction feedback. You can do it even from Outlook straight away without going anywhere, and they rank it. And after that, you can see the overview of how the satisfaction, how satisfied actually were the end users.
Great. So it's like a sort of event-based satisfaction survey. Good.
Thank you. Exactly.
Another quick question before we close then. We talked about data. How do you make sure that data is secure in the system?
Mm-hmm. So because we are again Microsoft oriented, you run in SaaS, right, on Microsoft Azure data centers, and it depends, right? If you are from Europe, it will be on European data centers. If you are in UK, on UK data servers. If you are in US, it will be on the US data servers. So everything is covered, and Microsoft takes care of it.
Good. That's good to know. And lastly, maybe licensing. What does the license model look like for ALVAO?
Mm-hmm. So it depends, right? If we talk about asset management of service desk, in terms of the asset management part, we license you per Windows device, Windows computer, right? So for example, if you got 100 users with their laptops, 100 laptops, we will license per that, and you can get up to 5,000 any additional objects. So we try to support you to create the hierarchical tree structure to really easily see where everything is located. And of course, almost unlimited number of printers, monitors, whatever you really want to track. And in terms of the service desk part, I actually have a screenshot for that right here. So you can license either per agent or per user. We have the possibility. And when you, for example, get only for IT or maybe 2 departments, the number of agents is pretty low, so we would license per agents. But as you grow with us, and you start to use all the ESM possibilities, get other departments in, the number of agents would be pretty high, and the cost would really skyrocket. So then we would license you per user, and you can have unlimited number of agents, so you are not limited.
Excellent. Good. Well, thank you very much for that. It's really interesting to see you, and good luck with the new offices. That's very exciting, isn't it? And yeah, hopefully we get a chance to do this again soon. So thank you very much indeed, Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for the time.